Hi there, so this is Melissa from The Evolving Human, and today we're gonna be cleaning my mess of an apartment. I moved into this apartment maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. Time flies so quickly in a pandemic. And I still have not gotten settled in. Like, it feels like I am still like in the beginning stages of moving in, and that I still have tons of time to just get things organized, but I don't. And so it needs to happen today. Direct y'all over to my closet over here. I kind of already have things sort of organized. There's sort of a system going on, but I might fumble around with it a little bit more. But the main issue is I just have all of this stuff that's just around. Just around. Beautiful crafting desk there that's completely unusable right now. So that's just kind of gonna be what I'm gonna work on, and I'm gonna bring y'all along through it. I'm gonna be having some music running on my laptop that's very copyrighted, so I'm just gonna speed through this and maybe talk to y'all as I go, and maybe then we'll get some progress going. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna start with is just to get everything that needs to be organized on the floor. Hopefully y'all can see everything. It's a tiny space that I'm working in, so like positioning for my tripod is we're just gonna have to deal with it. So right now y'all are on my bed, so sorry if things get a little bit unstable, but we'll see how it goes. So when I'm cleaning and organizing, I kind of just get distracted and do like little bitty tasks like here and there, and I don't do like something in a consecutive process. So sorry if that annoys some of y'all, but this is what I just got done. I am so particular about how I have like shelves and surfaces in places that I'm living, and so I wanted to put just this little shawl underneath all of these books, and I feel like it looks a lot nicer. But we have just like our books stacked in a very random pattern with records up there behind it. So, as you can see, it is another day. It's actually been like 2 weeks since the last clip that you saw, but that's just how it is. That's just how it be sometimes. So, today we're gonna continue cleaning my crafting desk, but first I'm probably just gonna throw this in here. I need to clean my closet too, as you can probably kind of see with the giant pile of stuff sitting next to me. So we're gonna hop on that and then get to my craft desk. So as you can tell, I got most of my craft desk cleaned up. It is a significant improvement to what it was before, so that is amazing for me. So now we're just gonna do a little bit of a tour so I can show you like what's what and where's where and like what's where. So here I have all of my paints, all of my acrylic paints, and here's my like little to-go paint pouch, paint set, whatever. All of my markers, my paint brushes, my palette knife, my paper cutter. This back here is a folder full of pressed flowers, and then I just have some of my like watercolor paper, drawing paper, paper crafting paper, some pieces of wood to paint on. This really shouldn't be here, but you know what? Oh well, we'll just stick her right over here. I have patterns, sewing patterns, my Janet Arnold Patterns of Fashion 2, which I have yet to actually work with. I have floral writing paper, cardstock, mat board, and canvases. This is all, I can't open this with one hand. This is all command hooks, and this is all command hooks, but this little box my grandma actually found, which I just thought it was adorable. So I have watercolor paper, more watercolor paper, letter writing materials. I have ribbons, thread, ribbons that aren't on a spool. Kind of put them there just as a well, just so this isn't overcrowded. I have buttons, metal buttons, wooden buttons, acrylic buttons, massive needles, elastic, little notions, an empty drawer, hand sewing needles, larger hand sewing needles and specialty needles, and then I think the rest is just thread. Then I have clothespins, zippers, and bias tape. I have, so behind this, I have a little journal that I'm actually making right now. Kind of whip that out for y'all real quick. It got kind of a milky tone to it, which I'm gonna have to clean it just to get that off, but the front doesn't have a milky tone. But it has some nice floral paper here as the front covers. I still have to sew up this right here and figure out what I'm going to do there. But as you can kind of tell, this is a fully hand-sewn booklet that I did. And so I'm hoping to turn this into sort of like a sewing, crafting, bullet journal type thing. I'm hesitant to call it a bullet journal because I don't want to fall into bullet journal stuff, but we'll see where it goes. But then I just have all of my lace and trims and everything else imaginable in this basket, not box, basket, which I think I already need a bigger basket. This is all UFOs, unfinished objects. So hopefully I'm thinking I'm gonna make a video on finishing up my UFOs at some point. But this is all just like paper crafting type stuff. I got like pens, tape, glue, scissors. This is all stuff that needs to be hung up, just like around my room. We actually found recently, they're little postcards from, I think, 1902. They're from 1902. They're in amazing condition. I thought we'd seen a date on here at some point. Anyway, we found this little booklet at Goodwill. Freaking Goodwill. Another little thing we found at a thrift store. I just thought this was adorable. Okay, so that's everything up there. We're moving down to these sections down here. So in this laundry basket, this is a terrible way to do it. In this laundry basket, I have all of the clothes that I either need to tear apart, sew, fix a hole, like sew a button on, and what have you. And then over here, I just have kind of some spare yarn. I have some, what is that called? Needle felting. I have some needle felting materials, more yarn. You can kind of see back up in there. I have resin stuff. This is oxidizing gel. These are just some sticks that I'm going to be turning into wands eventually. I have more sewing patterns, vintage sewing patterns, some scrap leather down here, and just some rivets and other things for scrap leather. And then, so that's underneath there, and then over here, I have sort of a little nook that I've made up. I don't think this light's gonna stay there, I don't quite know yet. But I always like to sit when I'm like crafting with my hands, and so I have this little pad down here for me. So I'm just gonna go through kind of what I have. Oh, a dog toy. That doesn't need to be there. What I have over here in these shelves, and so top of my desk is right there, and then these shelves just flow downwards, but I have in this bin down here, this is all feathers, just like wild crafted feathers. These are willow branches. These are just kind of little wound willow branches that I wove into circles. And these baskets down here, I have, that needs to be back there, like cording of all types, and then just like wire of all types. I have some bulk stones up here, so like moss agate, tree agate, obsidian, or not obsidian, well obsidian yes, but Apache tears. And then this, I'm kind of trying to make into my like just basic tools basket. Not really going too well with that. This is all stuff that just needs to be sorted, but I'm gonna get around to that at some other point. This is all miscellaneous tools, supplies type things that don't go in any other place besides this bin. All of my crystals here. This is all driftwood pieces, and then I don't know which one's which, but I have bones, and then shells, Arkansas freshwater shells right there. I'm just gonna finish off the video here in this little nook because it has been a long day. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video about cleaning my desk. I hope you enjoyed like throwing in a little bit of closetness in there. I don't know, I'm the type of person where if my closet isn't clean, I don't feel like anywhere in my room is clean. Like my closet is the place where it's just like, it is the deciding factor of my whole mood about my bedroom. And so I'm glad to have that sort of back in order. But hopefully now that I feel like I actually have a place to work, ooh, got kind of close there. Now that I feel like I actually have a little bit of a place to work and a little bit of room to work in and a good space to work in, now we can get around to making some videos on like actual craft things that I do. So I hope y'all stick around and like and subscribe, and you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook and whatnot. I've kind of been sort of silent there since quarantine started, but I hope to be picking back up with it a lot more in the next coming months. So I'll see you around, and I hope y'all come back. Goodbye. Long day. Ooh, little fuzz. Little fuzzy fuzzy fuzz.